Maybe you're considering a move at this time of year, if your job is taking you across town or out of state. The Better Business Bureau says to move carefully. Dale Dixon joins us this morning. Thanks for being in here.
Good morning.
Why the caution this time of year?
Well, we just see so many people choosing this time of year to move. The weather's getting nicer. Look at that weekend of close to 90 degrees.
Yeah, nobody wants to move in the snow.
No, this is true. So we always see historically the data shows us that May is the big month for moving. So Better Business Bureau has partnered up with the American Moving and Storage Association to get the tips out and help people realize that there are some risks, because we see quite a few scams that are there with the moving situation, because it's just a prime opportunity for the bad guys.
Really? So how are these moving companies, some of them may be more legitimate than others, how are they ripping people off?
There's a number of things that are happening here. And just to give you an idea, we had over 9,000 inquiries at Better Business Bureau about movers, and a lot of those were complaints. So what people are complaining about, number one, is that, okay, I hired a mover to come in and move me, and they were supposed to arrive on a Friday to move me over the weekend, and they never showed up. And I put a deposit down to get them there, and they're not there. When we moved, our family moved last year, I was talking to the person who helped move us, and they said they had to hire people to be on standby on the weekends just for the scammers who did that. So he said our office kept getting phone calls on Friday saying, listen, I was contracted with another mover, they never showed up, and now all my stuff's boxed and ready to go. I have no way to get it moved. Can you move me? And he said, okay, so we've got to hire crews to be ready on standby when the bad guys bail. So we see that. We see material being held hostage, meaning
for more fees and extra money.
Yep. So they'll come in, load the truck, get the truck out away from your old house, and before they move to the new house, they'll say, oh, by the way, it's going to cost you more, and if we're going to hold your material hostage. So there's a number of things that are at play. Be sure, as always, to do your research.
And you always come with tips. So you said you were teaming up to get some of these tips out. What are they for the people who are getting ready to move?
Start with research. bbb.org. It's easy to do. So you're going to look for some references. You're going to check their rating out with Better Business Bureau. You're going to want to know that you're dealing with a reputable company that does not have a reputation for going out and doing those things we've talked about. Next is estimates. So you're going to talk to a few movers, and you're going to get a few estimates to be sure that they are going to take good care of you through this process, and you're going to get the best deal, the best value.
And one of the things that I had from a coworker here, actually, who moved last year, he was doing the drive your own trucks, the U-Hauls, the Penske's, and he actually even mentioned you can kind of use some leverage on some of them and say, hey, they're offering me a deal for this much. Is that something recommended?
You can definitely negotiate to get the best deal possible. But at the same time, don't jump at the lowest price. You're going to want to make sure that we go back to that research piece to get the one that is going to take best care of you. And then finally, know your rights. Don't be held hostage by somebody who comes to you after the move and says we need more money in order for you to get your material. So know the state laws in which you're dealing. If you're moving out of state, you'll need to know the laws for that state when it comes to moving. There are some protections in place, but you need to know them.
And of course, read any contract that you're signing, because they may try and charge you this and that for pads and blankets and who knows what. If you read it carefully, though, you might be able to save yourself some money even on the day that they're packing your stuff. So
always read the contract.
Be careful. All right. Hey, great tips. Thank you so much, Dale.